Right, today, so we're going to be testing the new version of the Giant wallet with Ethereum integrated into it. It's something I can't wait. All right, so here is the Ethereum section. On the Giant wallet now, you now have Ethereum, you now have BSC, and then we're still working as much as possible to get asset chain included. So you can see right now, so you can go to the setting section and you click on the setting. And then you can switch, you can come to network, click on the network. And then you can switch to either BSC. Then all the tokens are now on BSC, as you can see. So when you switch to BSC, then you're seeing only BSC tokens. And then you can switch to Ethereum. If you want, you can switch to Ethereum. And then you see only Ethereum chain. So that's mean you are interacting with just Ethereum chain. Or you can go to the network and then click all network. And then you are interacting with a unified chain. So you have both the Ethereum and the BSC and also the asset chain as well. So asset chain, we're still building on it. Hopefully before the end of the next 7 days, we should be able to be done with it. Perfectly integrated. And then when it comes to swapping as well, if you go to your swap section here, and then you have the BNB. By default, it's always going to be on the BNB. So you can choose if you want to swap Ethereum chains, you click on Ethereum chains. If you want to swap on asset chain, you click on the asset chain. If you want to swap on BNB, you click on the BNB chain. So, and this is sleek and this is beautiful. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to receive my first Ethereum on the wallet, right? So I'm just going to go home and I'm going to switch to, now if you want, you switch. If you want, you don't switch. It doesn't really matter. But then let me click on Ethereum. And so, of course, the price is low as well. So just give it a bit time. So I'm going to receive some Ethereum here now. So I'm going to send some Ethereum from one of our wallets to this one. So let me see. So I'm going to send some Ethereum here. So I've scanned and make sure, confirm that that's the address. Okay, so I'm just sending some Ethereum to the Giant wallet Ethereum here. Now, in as much as I'm on the BNB, the Ethereum is still the same thing, right? So I'm supposed to have switched to Ethereum, but I didn't. I scanned this, but because Ethereum and BNB use the same contract wallet address, so it's not a big deal for me. So these are the things you have to look out for. You have to look out for that. So yeah, so I've sent some Ethereum. So let's check if it has dropped already here. So I'm just going to refresh. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It's still on BSC. So I'm going to switch back to unified. Sorry, all network. Sorry about that. So you can see, so it's there. So my Ethereum $185 that was just sent is there. So as you can see, it is there, $185. So this is beautiful. So now watch what happened when I switch. If I switch to just Ethereum memnet, and then you see all the Ethereum coins, so you can interact with just Ethereum coins. If you are importing something that's applicable, you import just Ethereum coins. So this is what we have built. And then there's something I want to show you. When you go to the setting section and then you click on the network and you click all network, you're going to see under the price, under the total balance after the price, you are seeing BSC, Ethereum, and asset chain. So the asset chain is not yet active. We're still working on it. There's a lot of things we need to work on. So we're making sure, but we're definitely, by the grace of God, going to bring in asset chain so that everyone that is, asset chain is our own chain. It's an African blockchain, very strong, very reliable as well. So this is it so far. So I'm going to be doing the first swap. So I don't know, it's either I switch to Ethereum or I use the, multi-chain to be able, dashboard to be able to do that. So let's swap. So I can go to swap section. And I'm going to be swapping some Ethereum for USDT Ethereum, right? So I click on Ethereum because I want to interact with the Ethereum blockchain. And then I want to swap to Ethereum USDT. So let's say I'm going to do 0.02. That's about $46. I'm going to convert it to USDT. Now remember, Ethereum charges quite a whole lot of gas fee, so you should keep that in mind as well while interacting with it. So, and this is it. So I'm gonna swap, and let's see if it goes through. I'm using 1% for the swap. I should use a bit higher, but since it's Ethereum VAT USDT, it should be a bit more cheaper. And make sure you have enough Ethereum for the swap. So I click on swap, put in my password. Yeah, it's gonna go through. I believe it has gone through. So swap is working. Now, Ethereum takes a bit of a time, so you should know that BSC goes very fast, but Ethereum takes a bit of a time. So you can see I've done my first swap on. So I'm going to take the screenshot because this is a great deal for me, right? It's a great deal for me. And so go to dashboard, I'll swap some. You see, very fast. You see, Tether USD is already there, very, very fast. This is beautiful and this is sleek. I love this. And so that is it. So, and then if you want to import a token, even if you're in the unified setting, let's say, for example, I want to import a token right now. And let me pick a token from BSC. So let me just pick one of the tokens. Let me even pick, let's use Giant token here. You know, we get a contract address for Giant token, and then let's try to import. Let's try to import a token, right, from Ethereum. So we are now in Ethereum. Let me go to Ethereum network, and then we'll try to import a token. So in manage, import a token, and now I select Ethereum, right, and then I paste a BSC address. See what's going to happen. So when you paste the BSC address mistakenly when you're trying to import, it shows it's a found on BNB Smart Chain. This token is on BNB network. So you can imagine that. So this is a very smart one. Then you can just switch to importing BSC and then it corrects it. You can. So this is beautiful. This is one feature that we've put. We're going to be adding more security features as well. But then again, this is what we have built so far. And this is beautiful. This is fast. So very soon you're going to have access to this. And remember, you can't use Ethereum for your gift section for now. We're going to build on that later on. So, but for now, your gifting only remains on BNB. Okay, thank you guys for this review. Yeah, if you're excited, leave a comment.